This video is called me eating a bowl of rice again. This will be a mixture of a bit of comedy, well, probably comedy is, I'm just gonna, it's that random just let whatever words come out of my mouth and maybe it's funny, maybe it won't be. Now I'm gonna say facts which I think are facts but probably are not facts. Rice, I believe, is a food substance that is made prominently in high tropical countries. I don't think in Ireland here we can actually make rice, but because I believe you need a warm climate. One of the things that my voice changes when I eat rice, apparently. I eat rice, my voice changes. That's interesting. That's never happened before. But I might do if I ever in the future by the Lord's grace, if I ever become a comedian. Before I go on stage, I'll just eat a bowl of rice and then I'll just do some bit of comedy. Funny different actions. It's kind of funny. I try and do accents by myself, I can't do it, but eat a bowl of rice I can. The bowl of rice gives you the ability to do accents. There's one thing I've never, well, I developed a sense of humour when I was 17, because before I was age of 17 I didn't really have much of a sense of humour. I'm still very direct if you tell me things, like I would believe everything that most people say, which is why I rely on the Lord a lot for discernment and to help me pierce people's hearts. But the Bible gives me a lot of truth, which helped me a lot to know that those that are not in Christ, their hearts are wicked like mine once was, and it helps me a lot. Also, it gives me a lot of peace knowing there's going to be a judgment, so I don't need to go around judging people, going like pointing fingers at everyone. I don't need to do any of that. I could just witness, tell people the truth of the gospel, and just pray for them. And hopefully this video may make you laugh as I eat this rice. Rice. Many people probably say, like, you know, did you have any ideas before you actually did this video? And the answer is no. This is completely just, as they say, winging it. Just. Now, a couple of facts about me. I was born in Ireland, also known as Éireann in Irish, and I can't speak my native language because when I was a child I couldn't speak English until I was like 6, so I only know like a couple of words in Irish, such as Banya means milk, Fáilte means welcome, Slán means bye, Hindor Tree Cattle means 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably much as Irish as I know. But one day, by the grace of the Lord, I shall learn to speak my native language fluently. Then I go around and talk to people from Ireland, and they'll think I'm from another country. Fun fact, most Irish people can't speak Irish. Most people from Ireland, they learn Irish in primary school and then like, they don't keep it up. Unless you're in the Great areas. Or outside of Ireland, if you're Irish outside of Ireland. I pray that the Irish may learn to speak Irish, and maybe one day I'll learn to speak Irish, because at the moment I'm learning Polish. So I am French. I know, actually I probably know more Polish and French than I do Irish. Bonjour, au revoir. Je m'appelle Brian. Well, I used to say je m'appelle Claude, but no, my name's not Claude. Je m'appelle Brian. And also learn one word in Lithuanian, labas. But I know Czech, I know, I don't know all different languages, but I know the basics would be great. So it says Shala Valenkom, which I believe in Arabic is hello. Ni hao ma, I believe, is Mandarin for how are you, or hello. I had to look it up again because I also tried to learn Mandarin. Yeah, I like going on this. It's great fun. Yeah, so it's getting more rice. One thing I love about children though, they're just creativity when I admire them when they try and create things. It's just beauty to behold, and how like there used to be a game when I was younger like Buckaroo, and just seeing the kids like just mimic that game Buckaroo. It's kind of a game where I kind of had this horse and there's stuff on it, and when you put stuff on it, the horse used to go, and like the kids was like one kid was on the other kid, and the other kid was boop, and over. Like I wish adults were more like children, just like the joy of just living in existence, and a lot of adults could learn a lot from kids about that, and then kids can learn from adults then, about just patience and just appreciation things. Well, just you know, kind of like it's a balance. You don't want to be over rowdy though, but it's kind of like the balance, because you don't want to be too strict on children because they end up resentful, more rebellious. No, but it's also very important for children to understand responsibilities, especially around stewardship. And the problem with this world is, and the reason why many humans in this era are very materialistic and very attached to things, is because they believe that either everything belongs to them, and they also out of pride believe that everything they've accomplished is due to them, which if they find out the reality, the truth is that without God you are nothing, and without God I am nothing. We are nothing without God. So, and we also owe God nothing. So God owes us nothing because He gave us life, and how we so use to choose with the life He's given us is the free will that He gives us. Because the great thing about God is, and when I mean God, I mean the true God, not the God of the work salvations and the God that most people put up in their head to kind of comfort them because they don't want to face reality that they take accountability for their sins. So they make up like a puffy little, like a cuddly God that, it doesn't see sin as serious. But God does see sin as serious because He's a holy God, and He's a righteous, and He's a loving God, because a loving God would not let evil prevail. He would judge evil. So, you should love your enemies and do good to them. Also not to hold bitterness, and to forgive those who trespass against you. Because in the end it's not you that should be judging, it be Christ. And since Christ forgave you when you were a sin on the enemy of Him, it's only right and just and holy for you to forgive those who trespass against you, and pray that they may come to Christ and be born again. Otherwise they face the full wrath of God. Because our time on the earth is limited. Each second your life ticks like this price that's going down bit by bit. And each day you're not guaranteed to live the next day. Only by the grace of God we have each second. In each second people, souls die, majority of them dying without knowing Christ, which is the biggest tragedy of all. This video went very interesting. But it's very hard, like, when you love people, how would you tell them where they currently stand in the relationship with God? That it's hard. I know it would be hard for me if I was trying to talk to myself from like 2 years ago. So I was oblivious to sin, I was oblivious to my own wicked heart. I'm grateful to God that the Lord saved me from myself. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video of me eating rice. May the Lord bless you.